Hi, welcome back to The Pulse. I'm Marcel. 4 months ago, I posted a video telling my story about turning 50, getting older, trying to keep up with my kids on the tennis court. And I researched online and found David Sinclair. I was looking for some anti-aging relief and started taking a couple supplements based on his research at Harvard. First one was Veratrol, second one, NMN. You can check out that original video if you want to know more of those details, but that's just to sort of summarize where I was at last August. After that, the video just took off. After a couple weeks, it just launched into the stratosphere. Had over, at least for me, because I only had 3 subscribers at the time. Now got over 6,000, mostly all from that one video, and over 200,000 views on it. So obviously it did really well. The algorithm must have really liked it for some reason. And I got really busy just answering a lot of questions and comments. There were over 1,000 comments. There were hundreds of people that started taking the supplements with various degrees of success. I would say about half of them had the same results immediate that I did, and another 20-30% sort of mixed results, but they stuck with it. And then 10 or 20% reporting no change. And the word from the owner of Do Not Age is, give it more time, because some people need days, some people weeks, some people months to realize results. Our body chemistry differs from person to person. Also, you may have some other underlying deficiencies, such as zinc or iron, vitamin D, and I would suggest getting those checked out. If the supplement plan isn't helping you, maybe there's some other underlying condition that hasn't shown up yet, and you want to get that checked out. A lot of happy users, a lot of people reacting, like Rob Salter, who I interviewed the other day. Check that video out. Rob had an immediate reaction. Matter of fact, he's started to go to the gym. He started to walk to the train. It's a half-hour walk each way. He used to drive it. And he's like, one day just said, why don't I just walk? And he had to buy walking shoes. Just an amazing story. And I have adjusted my stack somewhat. So I have tried both NMNs from both of the sources that I've checked out, and both work great for me. I have changed resveratrol. Now, the resveratrol I was taking was also still from Amazon, and I've been taking it for a couple of years. But I thought it'd be a good opportunity to try and test out a different one, and I'm glad I did, because I stopped. If you remember from my first video, I said I could always feel I was taking it, but the benefits basically outweighed any symptoms that I was having that weren't positive, or maybe a little jitteriness, or just knowing I was taking something. That all went away when I switched to the Do Not Age resveratrol. I think it might have to do with the purity level. It definitely feels smoother, for lack of a better word, just almost like I'm not taking anything. Matter of fact, I increased my dosages of both NMN and resveratrol to what most people consider a dose, which was 1 gram, because, like I said, I'd had hesitancy to take supplements in the past, but things were going so well, I thought, what the heck, I'll go ahead and take the regular dose. So things have gone really well with that. I've started taking another supplement, CA-AKG, which is calcium AKG. I started taking that around October 10th, so it's been a couple months. Also, immediate great results. I mean, literally something I was aware of after taking it. Not jittery, not uncomfortable, but definitely a more youthful feeling, for lack of a better word. So I'm now taking AKG 12 hours apart, just as Alan Graves at Do Not Age takes 2 of those. I did change my TMG, because the pills I was getting from Now started to split apart. I made a short video showing that. And I'm also doing great on the TMG from Do Not Age. So the other thing, the 5th thing I did start to take as a trial was November 1st, the SIRT6 activator. Didn't feel any abrupt change to that one. Didn't feel any abrupt change, by the way, to TMG. I take it more for methyl group maintenance. But the SIRT6 activator, at this point, I'm continuing it because I'm not feeling any downsides. It's derived from seaweed, so it seems safe enough to me, and there's a lot of science that support it activating the SIRT2 and 6, it's the first one that does that. If you're not aware, resveratrol and quercetin, which I don't take, but a lot of people do, activates sirtuin 1 and 2, but there are other sirtuins, and this is the first one that activates the sixth one, which has been shown to directly be linked to aging in animal studies. So I'm doing well on it. I'm not doing badly, but I just can't draw any line to, hey, when I started taking it, I felt something. So just to give you a balanced view on that. But it tends to be very popular, and a lot of people are adopting it. They run out quite often, even though it comes at a much higher expense. There was a disruption, which was kind of interesting in a few different ways. I had an operation in early October. So what happened was I'd had a hernia from a couple years ago that just popped up while I was getting lots of other sports injuries before I was on the NMN. And before I'd really even started taking resveratrol, the injuries were starting. And I just decided to postpone it for a while. Then the pandemic stuff hit, and then I postponed it more. And it looked like a good time. I'm glad I knocked it out when I did around October, just so I could move a lot more freely, because I was kind of favoring the one side and being careful when I would run or play tennis, or certainly wasn't lifting anything super heavy. And so I had to take a month off of athletics, a month off of exercise and sports. And I still felt good. Like I still felt kind of like I was exercising. So that was kind of interesting. Also, they checked my vitals something around 20 different times when I was in the hospital those 2 days. And everything checked out really, really well. My resting heart rate was in the low 50s, so that of a pro athlete. I can't say that my training has been that of a pro athlete, at least not yet, but my resting heart rate is lower than it's ever been, ever can remember it, and consistent, not jumping around. Blood pressure, 120/80, very consistent. I'm talking about the entire time. They were like, wow, you're like a machine. You're just like, everything's the same. Every test is really accurate, really, really repeatable. And so I felt good about that. I felt like it's got something to do with supplements and together with eating healthier and a good exercise routine and sleeping better. So everything went really smooth with that. And then after about a month, I started to exercise again. So I've only been back at it for about a month, a regular exercise routine. Now I'm starting to increase things even more than I did before. First of all, because the hernia is fixed, that was slowing me down some. Also because I'm feeling this fast recovery time, which I'm attributing to the supplements because it was never there before. Not getting injuries at all, not getting soreness really at all. I mean, if I really go hard, I feel something the next day. But, I can still play, I can still exercise, I can play tennis. So I've actually started to run more at a faster pace, probably running a pace that I hadn't run in 20 years. I've been slowing down. If you've seen older people run, it's definitely more jogging, if not lumbering down the street. But I kind of have that springy leap in my legs. And this week I just increased it to just under 30 minutes at a really good pace, which would have been insane to even consider a couple of years ago. So I've decided to take on more sports. I'm going to take on another sport that I'm not going to get into yet, but I've got some goals to do it. It's a sport that most people don't play after 35, 40. So I don't want to announce it yet because I'd like to do it in a little bit bigger fashion where we have some video and stuff. But I am training, and I'm going to share the training progress over the next couple months. I probably need a good 6 to 8 weeks to get in shape for this. So that's been really good. My sons, we've continued to play tennis. My older son, 10 years old, he came in second in our state, which is the equivalent really in the US of a state finals. So, and next year he's going to be that was 10 and under. Next year he'll be playing 12 and under team competition. He'll be playing with the guy who beat him. So they're going to have a really strong kind of dream team competing in the highest league. So that's going to be exciting. And my other son just started playing competitive tennis this year. He's 7. And he started when he was 6, so 6, 7, playing 9 and under, and he won all his matches. So that's really fun too. So being with them for the training, being able to do it has really paid off because coaching them. I even took on another kid from our club to start coaching him once a week as well because he shows some potential, and it's good to have another kid to hit with your sons. He's in between my 2 sons. He's 8. He's got some talent. And so I'm really getting more and more active with tennis, but also taking on another sport and increasing my exercise routine. Now, the reason I'm increasing it's not just because I can, because believe me, it's not easy. It's still when just to exercise is easier, but to push myself to actually build on it and actually get speed back is hard. It's hard, and I'm kind of out there going, why am I doing this again? Because it is challenging, but I'm challenging myself because I want to see what there is to this anti-aging thing beyond just feeling better, beyond just being able to be active. How active can I get? Can I get as active as I was, as effective as I was when I was 40 or 35 or even younger? The running, biking, sports has been more enjoyable, more already experiencing more explosiveness on the tennis court. I played with my son today, and I was getting to the net in like 3, 4 big fast steps, which I hadn't been able to do the entire time since I've been playing. So I'm recovering pretty fast from this surgery, come to think of it, to be out there pushing myself even harder now. And I'm hearing a lot of stories like that from other people just up and joining the gym for either the first time or first time in decades. A lady named Kim recently joined the gym, and she's just super active, sleeping better. I'm telling a lot of good stories because they give hope to people. I recommend that you do come to that Facebook group, NED Booster Club, interact with some people if you've got questions, if you're getting results, if you're not getting results. As simple as, do they ship to my country? Is anyone else in my country kind of thing? Just a lot of really valid questions. And it's really nice to have some community. It's actually one of the things recommended by a lot of anti-aging scientists. The people that live the longer, have the best longevity, and live happier are part of groups, part of clubs, and we're here for you. We're a community. I am up there every day reading comments, answering comments, interacting, and watching other people do the same. So yeah, I encourage you to comment here. And join our group, join our community. We're almost 500 people now at the Facebook group, so that happened pretty quick. And like I said, a lot of really positive interactions. So that's where I'm at right now. I tried to condense this a little more so you wouldn't have to watch another half-hour video, but that's pretty much the latest adjustments. I did quit sugar. I made a video about that in case you didn't see it, the brain fog video. I'm inspired to do this. It's easier to manage my diet on NMN. I'm intermittent fasting, but all that really entails for me is like a 16-8 kind of division. I delay breakfast till 11, and I don't eat after dinner. I allow myself to eat till about 7, sometimes 7:30, including anything I'm drinking, or I might have a beer after. But I've definitely reduced, that's another big thing. I've reduced my alcohol consumption quite a bit. Not that I was an alcoholic or drinking too heavily, but I was masking symptoms of things. When you're uncomfortable, you self-medicate. And that was my medication of choice because I wasn't taking pain medicine or anything like that. An occasional ibuprofen, but nothing prescription. But I guess I was self-medicating. So I've reduced the alcohol, partly because I just feel great already. No, there's nothing to mask. So I do it more for the pleasure of the taste or eating it, matching it with some certain food, or some things go well with wine, some things go well with beer. But that's my approach there. It's something that people do ask about, so I thought I'd share that as well. A lot of things women ask, hey, is this for women too? That's a question that comes up a lot. Absolutely. There are women taking this, and we're hearing from a lot of them. So again, user group, comment. See you next time. Thanks again for watching. I'm Marcel.